new factories were set up at roadsides. Now these factories started manufacturing different kind of products. Now tell me something, are these products of any use if they remain stacked within the factories? No. They need to be made available to all the people in the city and also the people living outside the city. For that, the city needed a transport company that could transport these manufactured goods from the factories to all parts of the city. So the mayor, being a good mayor, immediately appointed a transport company in the city. This transport company had their own set of trucks that could make the deliveries. Similarly, all cells have an organelle that helps in the transport of the manufactured proteins within the cell and also outside the cell. So this organelle is known as the Golgi complex, and it is present in both plant and animal cells. Now, why this uncommon name? Well, this is because Golgi complex has been named after the scientist who first observed it in an animal cell, and his name was Camillo Golgi. Now, Golgi complex is present in both plant and animal cells. Now, an interesting fact is that the Golgi complex that are present in the plant cells are not known as Golgi complex. They have a different name there. They are known as dictyosomes. Diction means to throw, and some comes from the word soma, which means body. So dictyosomes are organelles that are present in the plant cells, which scatters the proteins manufactured in the cell, within the cell, and also outside the cell. Now let us zoom in on one Golgi complex and see its structure. See, the Golgi complex consists of two very distinct structures. These structures are known as tubules, and they closely resemble the loaf of bread that you have for your breakfast. And then there are these ball-like vesicles. So the Golgi complex consists of the tubules and the vesicles. Now the trucks have been packed with all the manufactured goods from the factory. They need proper addresses to make the correct deliveries. Now let us see what is happening inside the cell. See, the ribosomes or the protein factories are manufacturing proteins. After they are manufacturing proteins, they are getting transferred into the endoplasmic reticulum. But what is happening to these proteins after they are getting transferred into the endoplasmic reticulum? What is the fate of these proteins? Where do they move to? Let us see. See, the ribosomes are manufacturing proteins which are then getting transferred into the endoplasmic reticulum. Now, vesicles are pinching off from the endoplasmic reticulum containing these proteins. See? And now these vesicles are getting fused with the Golgi complex. So, the proteins are now inside the Golgi complex. So, what is happening inside the Golgi complex? The proteins are getting further modified, they are getting packaged once again, and their destinations are set. They can either be secreted out of the cell or they can either remain within the cell. See this video and you'll understand this entire process better. You can see a distinct cell with a very prominent nucleus. The green colored organelle here is the Golgi complex. The endoplasmic reticulum that is surrounding the nucleus is sending out packaged proteins. See, which is getting fused with the Golgi complex. So vesicles pinching off from the endoplasmic reticulum get slowly fused with the Golgi complex. So now let us see what is happening inside the Golgi complex. See, the proteins are getting further modified. They're getting packaged once again. Their destinations are set and they are transported. Different proteins come to the Golgi complex where they are modified, the destinations are set, and they are transported. They can either be transported out of the cell or they can remain within the cell. See, a few vesicles are getting secreted out of the cell, whereas a few vesicles are remaining within the cell. So just like the city got its new transport company that had its own set of trucks to make the deliveries, similarly, plant and animal cells have a special organelle known as Golgi complex, and these Golgi complex are made of vesicles that transport the manufactured and the modified proteins within the cell, and it also can be secreted out of the cell.